Hey y'all, welcome in or welcome back to my channel. I'm Norma Darling. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel where we talk about all things self-love, self-care, and beauty, which is going to be the theme of this video today. If you've already been watching, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. You will not want to miss the content that I will be posting. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about Amla. I'm going to be talking about this viral TikTok oil that's been going around and see if there's a way we can make it a little bit better. And also just to say, this is an oil that is already embedded into Indian culture and it is now being seen by the masses. So technically it's not viral, don't want to offend anyone, totally understood. So this is the oil, the Amla oil, and first impression, it looks great. It also smells really good. I actually use this. Yeah, it smells really good. It smells like the Blue Magic pomade grease. Pomade. I'm Haitian, so we call it pomade, but pomade grease. Now, I think it's always important to realize that sometimes when things are mass produced, the quality can sometimes deteriorate just a little bit. So the big thing about this oil here is the fruit, and the fruit is amla, this little green fruit. This is known to help grow hair. So I went ahead and got the powder formula, and essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a fermented oil with a few ingredients, a little bit more than just amla, and that will kind of just, you know, we'll use it and then test it during a 6-month time period. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you're able to kind of just track that growth with me. So we'll start today, and then in 6 months, you know, we'll do the before and after reveal and see how we liked this oil. Okay, this is the amla powder. This is strictly the amla powder. So we're removing all the extra chemicals, all that, because we don't need none of that. Okay, we don't. And essentially what we're gonna do is create an oil. So stay tuned and definitely feel free to hit that subscribe button, and let's get into this video. You will need a mason jar. And now, girl, you can literally get this from Dollar Tree. Do not get fooled by Michael's and Hobby Lobby and pay like $7. This was $1.25. So go ahead and just head to Dollar Tree. And this is a 28-ounce jar. So it's pretty big. So you'll need one of these bad boys. For your oils, you want to go ahead and pick whatever oil is good for your scalp, whatever oil that you realize is like beneficial to your scalp. It can be different based off of your needs. For example, I love castor oil. I've been using Haitian castor oil since I was a kid. Therefore, I'm used to it. So I picked, of course, castor oil as one of my ingredients, which is this castor oil. I wish it was like the pure cold pressed Haitian one, but I wasn't able to get my hands on that. So definitely next time I will be using that, because that used to help my hair grow a lot when I was a kid. And I'm also going ahead and just using some jojoba oil, even though it looked like jojoba oil, but it's jojoba oil, right? So I'm using this, and I know this is a really good one. There's a lot of benefits here. It's great for like hair growth. It's a good thick oil, and overall our scalps naturally like this, and I believe it's because our natural hair sebum, I might be saying this wrong, is closer to jojoba oil, jojoba oil, okay? I don't know, but I might be wrong on that one, so I'll fact check. And then last but not least, I just got some simple old olive oil. I mean, you can't go wrong with olive oil. Our hair loves this stuff, okay? So those are the oils that I'm gonna be using. I was considering using coconut oil just because it's really good for dandruff and inflammation and stuff like that. But I don't know, like coconut oil, when it's cold, it gets really firm. And I didn't necessarily want that in my process, so I just cut the coconut oil out completely. So for my powders, of course, we're going to be using the amla oil. Now, I got this off of Amazon, and everything I got off of Amazon. So literally, I'm using this, and this is the fruit that is just in a powder form. So my scalp and hair will be happy. So my second powder, which is so funny, I don't know how to pronounce this, okay? Is it fenugreek? I don't know. I think that's what it is. So It's going to be this fenugreek powder, and essentially this powder is really, really good for the scalp. There's a lot of benefits, and I'm going to tell you it right now. Benefits of fenugreek is hair growth, is what we're trying to do with this oil, okay? It strengthens hair, it moisturizes, it fights dandruff, which is a plus, prevents premature graying, and contains bioactive compounds. These two together, the best, okay? And now, of course, I have Loma powder. I just had to add this one, okay? I went ahead and got some ground rosemary. Now, there are a lot of benefits of ground rosemary. So here are some of the benefits I'm seeing for rosemary. So I see hair growth. We're looking for that. So we have 3 powders that promotes hair growth, which is great. And we also have castor oil, which also does the same thing. So that's good. We have scalp health. So rosemary anti-inflammatory properties can reduce scalp irritation, dandruff, and itching, which is great, especially if you wear a lot of protective styles. We have frizz control. Rosemary penetrates and seals the hair shaft to retain moisture, which can help condition and calm frizz. Frizz is not something that I think about, but it is nice to have smooth strands, so hey, whatever, right? And then hair cleansing. So rosemary antibacterial properties can ensure your hair and scalp can cleanse your hair and scalp, okay? So overall, it looks like it's great. You know, you can use a powder form, you can use like essential oils, put it in your shampoo, dilute it into your scalp, whatever the case may be. So overall, we already have a really good component in our fermented oil mix. We go ahead and talk about the benefits of Amla. So we have a few components here, and Amla can strengthen hair follicles and make hair shinier and more voluminous. Can help restore moisture to hair and condition the scalp. Balance pH levels on the scalp, which is really important if you want to maintain that healthy environment. Vitamin C. Preventing hair damage, potential growth, reducing grays, treating lice. So we're gonna go ahead and just mix all of the oils together, and I'll insert a clip of me doing that, and then from there we should be good to go with our new fermented hair growth oil that is using really 6 components that is really, really beneficial for your hair, and we will be able to create maximum growth. And now essentially, I also want you guys to remember the act of oiling your hair itself is not necessarily what's promoting the growth, but its retention. So as long as you're also getting those quarterly trims, or if you don't want to do quarterly, like every 4 to 5 months, every 3 times a year, whatever the case may be, as long as you're getting those trims and you are applying moisture to your hair, especially if you have natural hair, that will help in terms of retaining length, because you wouldn't really think about it, but you lose a lot of inches when you're not trimming, when you're switching into protective styles, and when you're not being delicate and careful with your hair. So essentially, this will help with retention, and the benefits say it grows it out too. So I will definitely be posting that before and after in the next 6 months. So definitely subscribe so that you can just like keep tabs on this journey, because why not? So I'll go ahead and see you guys, and let's make this oil, y'all. Okay, y'all, so y'all are gonna want to start with your jar. I went ahead and just put 3, I guess these are tablespoons of the amla powder, and I went ahead and did the same with the rosemary powder as well. And also just keep in mind that these powders, they do have a scent. It's more of like an herbal scent. So if you're sensitive to scents, just a heads up. But as always, you can go ahead and create alternatives or add other powders that you think would be helpful. Just definitely do your own research. Also, you want to make sure that your jar is completely dry. As you can see, mine was a little moist at the bottom, so it kind of caused the powders to kind of clump up down there, but just make sure it's dry. Then you're going to want to go ahead and mix in your powders. I just went ahead and used like a really long toothpick to just mix everything together. And in terms of ratio, I really just eyeballed it. I try to put the same amount of powders for each powder brand. So just that 3 tablespoons. If you want to add more, by all means, definitely feel free to do so. And then I went ahead and added my oils. I started with my castor oil, which the castor oil was definitely the thickest oil I have. So I'm really excited to try that out on my scalp. And then the second oil I went ahead and used was just that olive oil. And then I ended off with the jojoba oil towards the end. And similar with the powders that we use, you want to go ahead and use any oils that you find works best for you. I just use these 3 oils because I found them to have the most benefits for my scalp. My scalp is a little bit more drier and is dandruff prone, so these all, kind of fit my needs. So definitely do your research and find what works for you. Also, when you're adding your oils to your mixture, you want to make sure that you're picking out quality oils. So all of these oils I got from Amazon. Now, I'm not sure about the grade and the quality of these, but I was happy with it. It was budget friendly, but just, adding that, throwing that out there, making sure that you're getting really good oils. And once you have your oils in, you want to go ahead and mix that. You really want to scrape the bottom of the jar to just make sure none of that powder is stuck and just get it fully mixed in. And then once it's done being mixed, you'll notice that it's kind of like a cloudy look to it. So that look is perfectly fine. That's where you kind of get your herbs and oils to have that infusion going on. And as time goes on, you'll kind of notice that your mixture will settle. So your herbal components will sink to the bottom, and then you would just see your oil at the top. And essentially what you're doing is you're going ahead and using that oil that's sitting on top. And if you want to, you can add new oils as you remove oils. Just try not to mess with the powders at the bottom. But if you add new oils, just mix it all in. And then I went ahead and just added some coconut oil. I know I said I wasn't before, but I wanted to add a little bit more oil to my mixture. So I went ahead and just heated that up and added that just to add a little bit more. And just a tips or heads up with this oil, essentially, you want to go ahead and add it to your scalp, let it sit in, and plan to wash your hair in the next coming day or so, because you don't want to just have it sit on your scalp. You want to essentially wash it out. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you can see, it's cloudy now, and you'll kind of just get a glimpse of how it looks when it's all settled. Go ahead and try out this oil and let me know what you think, and subscribe to keep up with the 6-month hair growth journey using this oil mixture.